Today, I would like to demonstrate how you can create your own physiology of success. In other words, how you can create your own inner state, regardless of your external environment or any other person who tries to control your state. This can be called the physiology of success, or as I like to call it, kinesthetic intention activation. You may not have fully realized before that you can create your own inner state regardless of your external environment and what any other person is trying to do, whether deliberately or accidentally. But now that you're about to discover that, won't that be excellent? Also, I believe that this is the missing key to a lot of the so-called law of attraction material, think and grow rich practices, magic, personal development, goal setting. By saying that it's the missing key, I'm not saying that no one else knows about this or I'm the only person to have discovered this, but let's just say if it's missing for you, if it has been missing for you, you'll be able to get much better results now that you're able to implement this in your daily practice. We have been programmed and conditioned to believe that our inner state is caused by external factors. And most all of us have been conditioned and programmed to accept that we're not actually the cause of our inner state. But in the practice of NLP, the first key principle is to accept that you are the cause of all of your results in life. And this is definitely true about your inner state. So what has been discovered and proven in NLP and energy psychology, other types of personal development, and also in the ancient wisdom traditions of the world, is that people can create their inner state. That is, you can create your desired state of consciousness, your emotional state, and even your physical state, using the power of your own intentions and the knowledge of how to apply this process that we're about to learn. Your physiological state includes how you feel, your state of mind, your emotions, your energy level, and your overall physical state. If you've ever taken training in practicing Qigong or Tai Chi, you'll notice that the Qigong master is constantly bringing your attention to putting your body in the ideal position for optimum Qi flow. And he'll say things, he or she will say things like, lift up the top of your head. Like, lift up your head from the top. And then bring your shoulders back, but relax. Bring the chin in slightly to elongate the spine on the back of your neck. Open your armpits as if you could hold an egg under each arm so that you don't crimp off the energy flow. And then it goes on and on to show how to align your feet and then how to move in order to create the ideal energy flow. And a lot of people, when they first take one class in Qigong, just by changing the way that they hold their body, they can immediately feel a difference in the energy flow in their body. Also in yoga, you're taught how to hold your body, how to stretch to release tension, how to put yourself into a meditative state, how to breathe to put yourself into a more relaxed state. Now, you don't have to practice yoga or Qigong to take control of your own state. For instance, a lot of people who are trying to be successful in business or any other activity in life are not in the right state to get the ideal results that they're looking for. This goes for any endeavor in life, like music or art, science, spirituality. Many people find that they're not in the ideal state to get the results that they want. For instance, a lot of people feel stress. Most people will not even be aware of when stress is starting to affect their thought process and their ability to make decisions, and also starting to affect their behavior. And most people, if they are aware that stress is affecting their behavior, they just believe that there's nothing they can do about it because they're a victim of external circumstances and your external environment and other people. The things in your world are causing you to have stress, and therefore you can't do anything about it. So I'm sure you know, right now there are some people who are trying to be successful in business, and yet they're just not in the right state. And that maybe they're in a negative, pessimistic state of mind. And we all know that you can't be successful if you're in a pessimistic state of mind, which goes back to a core belief that was programmed into you accidentally or intentionally from the time you're a little child about your core belief about yourself and the universe. Like, I'm bad, or the universe is bad, and there's something bad behind everything. Therefore, that becomes a pessimistic world view, so that everything becomes pessimistic because nothing can be good. It's a very unhealthy belief to have, and fortunately it's possible to change that belief, which we will cover how to do that in a different video. But just notice how that, or your beliefs, change your state and your outlook on life and the world around you, your universe. So here's what you want to do to begin to take control of your state. Just notice, for instance, if you are sad or depressed, what do you have to do to feel that way? So just notice, what do you have to do with your body in order to feel sad or depressed? So I'll give you a hint. You probably would want to bring your shoulders forward and put your head down. Just notice if you ever felt sad, depressed. Even just a slight change in your posture can change your state. It can be very subtle. So bring your shoulders forward, put your head down, and then breathe shallow and put the emphasis on the exhale as if you're sighing. And you also have to think negative thoughts. Dwell on feeling sorry for yourself, being a victim, helplessness, hopelessness. Think about that, and then that will cause you to be depressed. And then there's something else you have to do deep down inside to kind of activate that feeling in that state. Have you ever seen the movie The Man Who Knew Too Little with Bill Murray? First of all, it's a brilliant movie that shows how he was able to go and do all of these things, put himself in dangerous situations, but just be normal and having a good time. And his performance was just excellent because he didn't know that it was real. He thought he was in a theater thing. And so that's one illustration of how, if you can change in your mind, things that would cause you stress won't cause you stress because it's in your mind. It's how you think about it. But also, there's a great scene where a woman was starting to cry, and he thought she was an actress, and he said, "How do you guys do that?" But she was really feeling that, and he said, "How do you do that? Do you poke yourself in the eye, and then do you say, 'My dog is dead'?" And it was brilliant. So think about that. How can you make yourself feel sad? And that's what we just did. So if you are good at that, then you're going to be excellent at making yourself feel positive and enthusiastic about creating your highest goals in life. So just lift up your head and hold the shoulders back a little bit. Just naturally stand a little bit more upright. Hold your head up, and then think positive thoughts. Think about something that inspires you. I'm achieving my goal, and how does that make me feel? And you can laugh. Well, laughing stimulates the immune system, even if you do it as an exercise, which is recommended by several of my mentors, including one of my Qigong mentors, one of my spiritual mentors in the art of living. Laughing is a process. It stimulates the immune system. You can't be sad if you're laughing, and it also just stimulates positive energy to flow through your body. So think about positive thoughts. Listen to uplifting music. Dance or jump up and down and say, hooray! It's not possible to be sad and depressed if you're jumping up and down, or if you're dancing and holding your body in a way where you're emulating joy and dance. A lot of people right now are feeling angry and frustrated and also fearful. And if you're feeling that way, just think, are you thinking that other people are causing you to feel that way, and the government is causing me to feel that way, and the society is causing me to feel that way? All these other things are causing me to feel that way. And yet another person could be in the same situation and view it differently and then not feel those negative emotions. And it's possible that you can choose whether or not you want to have negative emotions. No one can actually make you feel anyway. You can choose the way that you feel, the way that you, and the state that you're in. You can choose that. So now you can start using this as a technique to further enhance your current practice of goal setting and visualization. Some people call this magic, how you manifest things. It starts in the mind, and it's been taught in many different courses. Also, throughout history, it has been taught that creating these things in your mind can cause it to manifest in the external world. And it starts by visualizing it, hearing it, and most especially to feel it. Feel it in your body. So how do you want to feel, or what do you want to create in your life? Imagine you are now the most successful person in your field. And you write down the goal, the target that you have, as we learned in a previous lesson. And you write it down specifically, the target that you have, but then think about what does it look like, what would that look like, and how does it sound, and then how does it feel? You are powerful and confident, as Anthony Robbins would say. You feel happy and joyful. To be successful, you need to feel relaxed and calm, peaceful in your mind. Imagine that you are the most successful and powerful and confident person in the world. You've already achieved all the goals that you have set out to achieve. You are powerful. You're successful. Maybe you want to feel thrilled and excited. Besides just being peaceful and calm, maybe you want to have thrill and excitement in your life. Maybe you want to feel assured, more self-assured, powerful, successful, happy, joyful, calm, relaxed, peaceful. Imagine that you are the most successful person and that your results in business or in the endeavor that you're now trying to achieve, your results are impeccable. How would you feel? How would you feel? Well, imagine that you never have to worry about finances again because you have an infinite supply of abundance. More than enough income flowing in, becoming more and more each month with little effort. How would you feel? How would you breathe? how would you hold your body? So imagine achieving all of your goals to perfection, and just notice that one of the reasons that you want to achieve your financial goals is to no longer have the stress, to feel a relief from all the stress that you may have felt not knowing if you have enough money coming in. Just imagine what that feels like to just completely let go of all that and not have it anymore. What does it feel like? What does it feel like right now to have all of that stress just permanently lifted from you? Notice how good that feels. Notice the profound sense of certainty and comfort and peace of mind that brings. Knowing that there will always be enough money and abundance of all good things that you would ever need or desire. Part of your goal may be because you want to feel more accepted in the eyes of others. Maybe you want to have more appreciation and more respect, and the desire for fame and recognition, or just acceptance. Maybe unconditional love. Maybe what you want to feel is an internal unconditional love of yourself and a union with the source of all, so that makes you feel totally whole and complete. So right now, just notice how that feels. Just imagine how that feels. Maybe achieving what you want helps you to feel more of a sense of belongingness, oneness, completeness. Again, maybe you want to feel more excitement and a sense of adventure. Now that you can do whatever you want, you don't have to worry about finances anymore. You can create your own adventure, whatever kind of adventure that you want. You can create it and have a sense of variety and surprise, as well as adventure and excitement in your life. Imagine what that's like. Maybe you really want to be able to help others and to contribute your money, contribute your time. Maybe you want to develop your highest talents and use that to help make the world a better place. Imagine this. I am the king, chosen among men, and crowned in glory. Not in an egotistical way, but in an alchemical way. Consider, I am the king, chosen among all the parts of myself, rising up above the lower parts of myself to be the inner emperor, the king of my own inner kingdom. Imagine, feel the crown on your head and the sacred jewels in your crown that are now focusing the light of the sun, and the moon, and the stars, as you feel the source of all energy flowing into the crown of your head and filling your entire body. The more you learn to eliminate inner conflict and become one with your own self and the source that you are a part of, the more you will be able to manifest your intentions in a powerful way. Notice that you may want to experience spiritual enlightenment or ascension of spirit. If you don't, you might want to ask yourself, why wouldn't you want to experience that? So what is it that drives you to feel that sense of longingness? And what does it now feel like to imagine that you already have that? Maybe you also have a desire to be compassionate and wise. What does that feel like? Maybe you don't think that you are, but imagine what it would be like if you did have that, or if you did feel that way, or you did have that state, or that quality. I am the most wise, compassionate. Imagine how it would feel. Then the more that you focus on what it is that you want to create and then take inspired action, the more you will see the results of those things manifesting, becoming real in your life. This is something that you want to do more than just one time. It's something you need to practice and keep on practicing and repeating it until eventually it will become a part of your conscious and unconscious behavior, so that eventually you'll find yourself unconsciously creating the desired state that you want, because you have practiced it so much that you will automatically start creating it wherever you are in any situation, whether or not you realize it. This is how people of greatness have achieved great dreams and visions. You'll need to continually practice the techniques to release negative emotions and past limiting beliefs. If you experience a negative state, just release it as quickly as possible and then put yourself back into a positive state again. So keep practicing consistently and keep learning more effective ways to change your state, to reprogram it, to reprogram your subconscious or unconscious mind, reprogram your patterns of behavior, and create exactly what you want. And consider how to use your highest wisdom to help guide you to want to create something that is most meaningful and fulfilling in your life. Okay, so now from this point, go ahead and get started and keep on practicing until you are able to master the ability to create your desired state at any time, in any place.